Okay, so I just beat Jettatura, and then we're gonna line up our maps. I'm gonna go through them real fast. Um, so had to hand draw these maps as I played through the game. So this is level 1. That's actually where you start. And so there's your elevator. You already wanted my video? No, Brian, this is my video. And there's like your down. As you can see, when you hit the bridge or whatever, you'll loop back over to the other side. And I didn't know that, so I'm sitting there and I'm drawing a lot of this shit, and it's like, wait a minute, this thing loops? Yeah, it loops. Every single one of them loops besides the last level. And I didn't put doors here, but you really, really need to do when you do it, you just do doors. So here is level 2. I had a whole huge part of it that I copied over. I didn't even know until like a couple hours later, but I looped that over too. Because it had circled back and forth. And I don't remember much about 2, but it had like 2. It had like a false, I think it had a false bottom or some shit like that. I think that was the start. And then right there was your right to the next area. But you start off, you actually have this looped right around. There was like main sections that looped around. Level 3 had a lot of dark areas, and that's kind of what I've had here. Although this entire section right here is actually right here as well, because that's what it was looping on. I think I hugged the left side in the dark area of this one. Over here, I hugged down the right side. This like a large part of this map is dark, and I don't think there's as far as I know, I never found a spell or an item or anything that would make it light up. And I think you needed to end up going in here, and there was like a condemned area or whatever, and there was the elevator to get out after you got all this shit. And then level 4, these are actually the same area that I got drawn out loop. So this like huge corridor here actually comes down right here. There's some. I started putting little dots to represent the doors. Look how insane some of this shit can be. It's just a mindfuck. And if you're not drawing the map or using the little command codes, you will be lost as shit. I mean, maybe it's possible if you put like 100-something hours, you can figure this thing out, just kind of like wandering about. The heck with that, dude. But it tests you to the limit. And there's a lot of going back and erasing your stuff. I want to that loops around. I'm not sure what's going on. And no, Brian, no. Captain Crutch loves you. You get your own YouTube channel and you can just make your own videos, Brian. This is level 5. This is one that drove me nuts. I did not know at the time. I thought I was literally just halfway through. I thought there was going to be 10 dungeons. I didn't know I was this far along. But it's still not accurate to this time but I think it's a ton of flips, and it ends up making a line like down here. And I want to say there's like flips crossing down this way, but I never could get quite figured out. I would loop into the same area I was drawing, and that would drive me nuts because I'm like, did I mess something up? Maybe, who knows? Or I got sideways. I couldn't figure the shit out. I eventually figured out where's my start at. There's your start. If you come down this way, right here, there will be no flips to the actual down. And it's the first time I stepped in here. I killed the dragon that was supposed to be the guardian of the items. I did all that shit, but I couldn't find out where the floor down was. And I'm just wandering around for hours and hours, just getting flipped back and forth, killing a bunch of enemies, gaining levels, and to walk back up. And then finally, here's level 6, which was the bosses in the middle. I started off, I kind of figured, it's like, what if I just hug the side? And I made up, almost immediately found a big corridor, and everything had a logical pattern to it. And I'm like, I figured out how to get to him and just killed him. I didn't even know he was the final boss, so now I laid his face. But that's Jettatura, Brian. What do you think? That's not your computer to be sitting on, by the way. Brian's like, I don't give a shit.